Hari Om. So last time we saw that Shakuntala is with her friends. She is Madana Tatta and Raja Vitapantarito Bhutva. He is looking at all these three girls and listening to their secret conversations. And this is the time when Shakuntala confesses and confides in her friends, who says that Snigdhajana Samvibhaktam hi dukkham Saiha Vedanam Bhavati. And therefore, she declares that she loves Dushyanta and Yada Prabhriti Saha Rajarshi Drishtaha in very clear, unambiguous words. She makes a statement that she is deeply in love with him, and then she says, Nanu Saha. She says that if aham tasya rajarshehe anukampaniya yatha bhavami tatha vartetham anyatha sinchata me tilodakam. So tilodaka, you do the tarpana tilodaka, because I won't be surviving if I don't meet him, I don't get united with him. And Samshayachedi Vachanam, it is Samshayachedi Vachanam. And Priyambada says, Anasuye, Duragata Manmatha Akshama Iyam Kalaharanasya. We cannot waste our time because she is much advanced in her love. Yasmin Baddha Bhavaesha Salalama Bhutaha Pauravanam. And her love is very justifiable because the person whom she loves so deeply is Lalama Bhutaha Pauravanam. He is the best amongst the Puru kings. Tad yuktam tasyaha asyaha abhilashaha abhinanditum. So we must congratulate her for her this new development in the love process. Tatha yatha bhanasi. Then Priyambada says, Prakasham, Priyambada is the first to congratulate her openly. She says, Sakhi, dishtya anurupaha te abhiniveshaha. Your abhinivesha, your excessive attachment and association, your entanglement, emotional entanglement with the king is anurupa, is just perfect, because he is very anurupa to you. Sagaram ujjitva kutrava mahanadi avatarati. Tell me, where would a mahanadi, a great river, go except a sagara, an ocean? So Shakuntala is compared to Mahanadi and Dushyanta to Sagara. Now here Sagara, there are many rivers which merge into Sagara, right? So that will come somewhere later, that Dushyanta is also a much married man. He has many wives, right? So many rivers would go and merge themselves and become one with the ocean. But Mahanadi, small rivers, the tributaries, the rivulets, the streams, they would join a Mahanadi. But where does Mahanadi go? Mahanadi would go ultimately to the ocean itself. So she is Mahanadi. She is not just any, small stream of river or small rivulet or any tributary of a great river. She herself is a great river, and therefore it just behoves for a river to merge into ocean. Similarly, Shakuntala's love for Dushyanta is very, very perfect and appropriate. Kaidanim sahakaram antarena atimuktalatam pallavitam sahate. So from both sides she is speaking, you see. From Shakuntala's side, Mahanadi kutrava avatarati sagaram ujjitva. And from the Dushyanta's side, she says, Kaha idanim sahakaram antarena. Sahakara is Amra Vriksha. Why Amra Vriksha is called Sahakara? Sah karayati, melayati, janan iti Sahakaraha. He is the one, under whose shade the bichde hue sort of lovers also they come together. So, he that tree itself is like a person who mediates between the two lovers. So, Sahakarayati iti. So, Sahakaram antarena, except for the Sahakara, Atimuktalatam Pallavitam Kahaidanim Sahate, who else would bear on his shoulders, robust, hard, manly shoulders, the very tender, delicate, and blossoming and full of leaves, Atimuktalata, a creeper, Atimuktalatam, who is Pallavitam. Now, Pallavita, Atimuktalata, these Visheshanas are also very, very significant. Pallavita is in the prime youth. The Lata is Pallavita, that means she is in her prime youth. Similarly, Shakuntala is in her prime youth. So, who else but Sahakara would support, and embrace the Lata, the creeper? So, who else but Dushyanta for you? So, from both sides, she just validating, tick from mark from her, I approve of your love. Okay. Raja says, now Raja is very pleased to, he's been hearing the conversations of Anasuya and Priyambada very secretly, and he really admires and appreciates how these two friends of Shakuntala so closely connected with her. Emotional bonding is there, and how they support her in all her decisions. So, some moral support is needed, especially when Shakuntala is all alone there. I mean, her father, foster father, is away from the ashrama, and in those circumstances, in those situations, these two friends, how they are supporting, And there is a very beautiful remark, all the prose sentences of Kalidasa. You see, Kutrava Mahanadi Sagaramujjitva Avatarati. What a beautiful simile, right? Ka idanim sahakaram muktva atimuktalatam pallavitam sahate. So many comparisons in a so-called prosaic sentences. So here again, a very beautiful statement from the king. Kimatra chitram yadi vishakhe shashankalekham anuvartete. What is so strange, if two Vishakha stars, Vishakhe is the 16th lunar constellation. This is the 16th nakshatra, Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, right? This is the 16th one, and it gets split into two, and therefore it is always regarded as a dual nakshatra, and it has two deities to govern it, Indra and Agni. So Vishakhe, so these are two, right? And therefore very proper use. So this, this talks about the scholarship of Kalidasa, is it not? So Kalidasa is conversant with at least the fundamentals of Jyotisha Shastra. So he knows that Vishakha is a twin star, and Vishakha always accompanies the Shashanka Lekha. Now Vishakhe, for these two, always accompanying, not leaving Shashanka, the moon. Now moon is masculine, right? And therefore Kalidasa uses here Shashanka Lekha. Now this is not just to render it in feminine gender to suit Shakuntala. Shashanka Lekha means digit of the moon, not the full moon. Normally, a woman's face is comparable to a full moon. Mukha Chandrama, right? Mukha Chandra. Chandraiva Mukham yasyaha sa Mukha Chandra. So, normally here that Mukha Chandra means the round, full face. But here Kalidasa uses very, very significantly, not just to give it a feminine gender, that he has used the word Lekha. Lekha also suggests it is the digit of the moon. The full moon has reduced to Lekha. So Shakuntala, who is so beautiful, now she has got reduced. She has become weaker, thinner and emaciated, and therefore the word Lekha is more than significant, right? Shashanka Lekham Iva. Now Vishakha also means Durva, Dub, Hari Dub, Durva. And the etymology goes like Vishishta, what is that? Vishishta Shakha. Vishishta Shakha Prakaro Yasyaha Sa Vishakha. So Vishishta Shakha Prakara, if you know the Durva, it has, on the tip, it has like a Trishula, right? One in between. And when we offer Durva to Ganesha, normally we pluck only the tip of that and not the single leaves. So that is a Shakha. Vishishta Shakha Prakara, and therefore Durva is also called Vishaka. It's a very uncommonly used word, but etymologically it suits that. Okay. Now this Kimatra Chitram Yadi Vishakhe Shashanka Lekham Anuvartete. So she has become Krisha, that Karsha, Panchami Avastha, Madana Avastha, that also we saw last time. So I just want to quote here a verse from Ramayana, which again talks about, a person caught between two Vishakhas. Here it is Shakuntala, who is, accompanied by two Vishakha Nakshatra. In the Ramayana, in the Kishkindha, it says, Patnyoho Madhyagatas Sugrivaha Plavageshwaraha. Patnyoho Madhyagataha Tatra. There are two wives, Ruma and Tara, right? So, Patnyoho Madhyagataha Tatra Sugrivaha Plavageshwaraha Vishakhayor Madhyagataha Sampurna Iva Chandramaha. Now here Valmiki says it is Sampurna Chandrama. He just shines, he gets adorned by two Patnis as the full moon gets, accompanied by two Vishakha Nakshatra. Normally it will be the Purna Chandramaha, Sampurnaha Iva Chandramaha, because Plavageshwara Sugriva has regained his lost kingdom and wife as well, and therefore he is very happy and he just shines. But here it is Shashanka Lekha, and for that I would like to quote from Meghaduta. What else? So, and I think I will quote it next in the next verse perhaps. For the next verse I will quote Meghaduta, but I have taken a note of that. Let us wait till we come to the next verse. Okay. So, Kimatra Chitram Yadi Vishakhe Shashanka Lekham Anuvartete. Anasuya says now that Duragata Manmatha Iyam Avayoho Sakhi. Now something we must think of, as a solution to remove her distress and her santapa, madanatapa. Kah punaha upayaha bhavet yena avilambitam nibhritancha sakhyaha manoratham sampadayavaha. So she's just thinking aloud. What could be that solution which could be nibhrita, secret, so that others don't get to know about it? First love, all the things, the meeting, this, that, has to be very secretive without disclosing it to others. Then the charm is lost. So, nibhritam and avilampitam, quickly, because duragata manmatha, we can't just delay, we can't just waste time. Akshama iyam kalaharanasya. So, what could be that upaya which will be nibhrita as well as avilambita? Priyambada also is thinking in the same lines, and it is she who thinks of a upaya, She says, Nibhritam iti chintaniyam bhavet. Nibhritam, secretly how we could do it, we have to give it a little more thought. But avilambitam, that is shigram, iti sukaram. Quickly we have to do something that is very easy and that is doable. But nibhritam, we have to give it a second thought. Kathamiva? Now, Anasuya is not, very familiar with this. Of course, all these girls have been brought up in the ashrama, and therefore none of them is conversant with these love affairs and what should be done when somebody is loving and, that person is pining and craving for the lover. What is to be done? They are unaware of all this. But then Priyambada says, so she just, she loses all that. So she deposits all trust in Priyambada. Kathamiva, you tell me, how can you think of it? Nanu saha rajarshihi asyam snigdha drishtya सूचित अभिलाषः एतान् दिवसान् प्रजागरकृशः लक्षते. So Priyambada is observing not only Shakuntala, she has observed the king as well. And she says, Eteshu divaseshu, eshu divaseshu, sa rajarshihi, the best of the king who is a Rishi, Raja cha sa Rishishcha. Okay, he is what you can say a royal sage. He is a royal sage. Prajagara Krishaha Lakshate. He also seems to be, weak because of Jagarana. He is not taking enough 7 hours sleep or 6 hours sleep. So, Etan Divasan Prajagara Krishaha Lakshate. And she has also noticed that he has been intently looking at Shakuntala with Snigdha Drishti, with love in his eyes. So, Asyam Snigdha Drishtya, and that suggests of his love, his liking for her, Suchita Abhilasha. He hasn't expressed it, but the drishti with which you see, that reveals it all, right? So, Suchita Abhilasha, Etan Divasan Prajagara Krishaha Lakshate. Raja says, Sakhi, Satyam Itham Bhutaha Eva Asmi. Now, who else but the king would know it better, right? That he is Prajagara Krisha. He is also suffering. He is sailing in the same boat as Shakuntala. And therefore, he says, Satyam Itham Bhutaha Eva Asmi. I have become, because of Jagarana, Krisha. So, now here, there is a description of the king's Karsham or Tanutva, which is the Panchami Avastha. Again, a very beautiful verse of the Virahi king. So, how the Viraha, the Madana, Tapa affects a person and what all it reflects on the body of the person. So, that's a very beautiful description. And because this is a king, he is a king, right? He is not just a seer but a king, and therefore he always wields bows and arrows. And if you know, we don't know it, but we have heard and we have read about it, that while wielding the bows and hitting the arrows, every time that the ja, the dhanurja, when you stretch it, I can just visualize. I haven't done it for myself. So when you stretch it, it will, create a scar on your manibandha because it has a friction with your hand, especially this portion, this portion, and therefore this will have a vrana on it. And he is a king. He is not just an ordinary king. Lalama bhutaha pauravana. Again, he is a king who is a best friend of Indra, and Indra invites him and calls him to fight against the demons, right? And therefore, he has had many occasions where he would have wielded the bow like that and shot hundreds and thousands of arrows at the enemies. So, I am just pointing you that there must be a scar on his wrist, on his manibandha, because we are dealing with that scar now, okay, in this verse. Let us read this Vritta. This is in Harini Vritta. This shloka is in Harini Vritta with 17 letters, Na, Sa, Ma, Ra, Sa and Laghu and Guru. Na, Sa, Ma, Ra, Sa and Laghu Guru. Idam ashishiraihi antastapad vivarna mani kritam nishi bhujanyasta apanga prasaribhihi ashrubhihi anabhilulita jaghatankam muhuhu manibandhanat kanakavalayam srastam maya pratisaryate. Kanakavalayam srastam maya pratisaryate. So the Kanakavalaya, this is the main sentence. The Kanakavalaya, the golden bracelet which he is wearing, has become loose and as if it will fall down from his hand like this, bracelet. So srastam from the manibandha or prakoshtha, right? Kanakavalaya bhransharikta prakoshtha in the Meghaduta. It was in the prakoshtha. Prakoshtha is, manibandha kurparayoho madhyabhagaha. Prakoshtha is a place which is in between the kurpara, the elbow, and the manibandha, the wrist, prakoshtha. But here, our hero, Dushyanta, is wearing it on the manibandha, but it is srastam again and again, because karshyam, tanuta, anganam, right? And therefore, srastam maya pratisaryate, I am putting it back in its location. Srastam kanakavalayam maya pratisaryate, that is the main sentence. Muhuhu pratisaryate. Kidrusham kanakavalayam, then there are adjectives for that. Kidrusham tad kanakavalayam vivarna mani kritam. The money in which the gems studded, king. So it is not just a kanakavalaya. There are gems, the rubies and whatnot studded into that, like a kangan. The ladies wear, like kangan or whatever. So studded with that. Tode, motyache tode, something like that. So that money is vivarni krita. The color of the money is fading. Vivarni krita, it's a chvi formation. Abhuta tadbhave chvihi, right? So it is basically, when it is studied, it is all glowing, all resplendent monies. But now it has been fading, the color is gone. Why? After all, why? Shishiraihi antastapat bhujanyasta apanga prasaribhihi ashrubhihi. See, the vivarana bhava of the money, the fading of the color of the gems studded or the jewels studded in the valaya, in the bracelet, is because of the ashru, because of the tears. How are these tears? These are ashishiraihi. Shishira is cold, cool. Shishira, the season, the winter season, right? Maghachi thandi, Magh Mahina. So that is Shishira Ritu, okay, Magh and Falguna. Ashishiraihi, not cold, very hot. Normally, ashru has some temperature, it is not cold. When it is, but when you are already tapta, madana tapta, then the ashru will also be burning hot. If through the lamentations, when you shed tears out of tapa, then the tears are really hot. They are really hot. And therefore, ashishiraihi ashrubhihi. Now, these ashru are bhujanyasta apanga prasaribhihi. When I'm lying like this, bhujanyasta, I can't sleep during the night. So bala, nishi, vivartamana bala nidran lebhe, some verse in Kavya Prakasha. So when he is sleeping like this, his stomach on the bed like that, then this will be the position, this or this, right? So that time, apanga prasaribhihi ashrubhihi, bhujanyasta. So his eyes are resting on his bhuja, or maybe like this, right? So you can try it. So bhujanyasta apanga prasaribhihi ashrubhihi कीदृशाः अश्रवः कीदृशाः ashishiraha. So ashishiraihi. And ashishira, why? Antastapat. Because of the internal heat, the ashru, the tears which are shed, when I rest my head on my arm, then the tears just trickle down, and because of the internal heat and the madana tapa, madana daha, they are very hot. And because of this constant trickling of the hot tears on the monies have lost their colors. See, the entire process is so long. And in the Samasika Shabda of Sanskrit, it comes only in one or two Visheshanas, right? That is the beauty of Sanskrit, brevity. So much in English, you have to describe it in so many words. You have to use so many sentences to make you understand what does it mean. But see the beauty, only in two Samasika Shabdas, it conveys us all. So, ashishirairantastapaad vivaranamanikritam bhujanyastapanga prasarivi ashrubhihi. When? One night, two nights, nishi, every night. Not only a day or two or three. Since he has seen Shakuntala, he was there in the ashrama, we have seen. He sent back Vidushaka after the 2 days, right? Because there was the Putra Prasadana Vrata and all that. But he stayed back. How many days? How many nights? So nishi. So this dvirukti is not dvirukti punarukti dosha. This gives us the continuity. So night after night, he is not getting sleep at all because he is engrossed in the thoughts of Shakuntala. And that is why that prajagara, it is not jagara krisha, prakrishtaha jagaraha. Every time, it is one day you do jagarana for Janmashtami or something, then, next day your eyes get swollen and you feel dizzy and all that. But prajagara, prakrishta, and therefore the krishatva. One night if you don't sleep, you won't get karshyam, right? But it is nishi. And therefore every night after night. So he has spent nights together in this way. He has been trying to sleep and resting his head on his arms, and the tears are falling down from his apanga, and therefore that apanga ashru is falling on the money, on the jewels of the Kanakavalaya, and therefore Vivarana Manikritam. So basically it is Chvi formation, Abhuta Tadbhave. Okay, so that is clear. So Vivarana Manikritam, that was one adjective. Okay, Vivarana Manikritam, Kena, Kaihi, Ashrubhihi. Kidrushaha Ashravaha, Apanganyasta Prasaribhihi, and what is that? Ashishiraihi. Ashishira because of what? Antastapa. Everything is, there is a causal relation talked about. So Kavyalinga Alankara for everything. Vivarana Manikritam Kena Ashrubhi. So one linga. Then Ashru, how, why, when. Then Apanganyasta Prasara. But why Vivarani Manikritam? Ashishiraihi. Ashishiratva due to what? Again a Karana is given. So 2-3 times it becomes a Kavyalinga Alankara here. Another Visheshana, another adjective, very, very significant adjective. Anabhilulita Jaghatankam. Anabhilulita Jaghatanka. Ja is the bowstring. Ghata, hitting, rubbing, friction. And therefore anka, the injury, the vrana. The kina, it is called kina, vrana. So Jaghatankam. And anabhilulita, lulita, not rubbing, not pressing. Abhitaha, na. So this Kanakavalaya is not even touching the Jaghatanka, the injury caused by stretching of the bowstring again and again. Why? Because it has become so loose. It doesn't even touch the wound there, it becomes so loose like this. It's about to fall down. And therefore, anabhilulita jaghatanka. There is another patha for this, anatilulita jaghatanka. Atilulita, not press too much. But that presupposes there is some rubbing, some pressing, right? But instead of that, anabhilulita is a better patha, so that the jaghatanka, the injury caused by the bowstring, is not even rubbed against at all, because the valaya has become so loose, it doesn't even touch. If it touches, it will pain. right? But then it doesn't even touch it at all. So not at all touched, that is a better reading than not pressed too much or not rubbed against too much. Anati Lulita. So these are the words, which have to be very, very carefully edited by the critical editor, whether it is Anati Lulita or Anabhilulita. Very minute details. Who would even look at it, whether the upasarga is Ati or Abhi, but that makes a lot of difference. Otherwise, srastam, it is falling down again and again and pushing it back. That won't happen, no. If it is touching against something, that means it is still sticking to that. It gets stuck in your manibandha, right? But here, srastam, it is falling down and I am putting it back. So that meaning if you want to have, and that is the main sentence, that is the main predicate, that is the main clause. Srastam kanakavalayam muhuhu maya punaha pratisaryate. And therefore, Anabhilulita is a better variant reading. So, Anabhilulita Jaghatankam Muhuhu Manibandhanat. So, Manibandha is the wrist. So, that Manibandhat Kanakavalayam Srastam Maya Muhuhu Pratisaryate. You got the Anvaya correct now? Manibandhat Srastam Kanakavalayam Maya Muhuhu, again and again, Pratisaryate. And then Kidrusham Kanakavalayam, then you have these Visheshanas and all that. Okay. So this is like Kanakavalaya Bhransharikta Prakoshtaha of this. I'll better read first the Lele Shastri's Marathi translation of this verse and then go to Meghaduta next. So this Lele Shastri यांनी केलेला मराठी अनुवाद as quoted by Rasham Valimbe in his Marathi translation of Shakuntalam. Pratiratra bahu varati tekuni shira kamalami pade shayani. Pratiratra, every ratra. Bahu varati tekuni shira kamala pade mi shayani. Antargata tapane ushnashru prabala lotati tyani. Prabala Ashrudhara, Prabala Lotati, not just a drop or two falling on the mani. That won't create the fading of the color. Constantly, if there is a dhara, Ashrudhara, then the color will be faded, right? Antargata tapane ushnashru prabala lotati nayani त्यांच्या संपर्काने जातील मणिरंग पालटुनी गेला. त्यांच्या संपर्काने, because of the association, जातील मणिरंग, मण्यांचा रंग पालटुनी गेला. अतिशिथिल म्हणून धनुच्या स्पर्श करीनाच तो गुणांकाला. गुण is again dhanurja. Okay, so guणांकाला. So this is the translation, and here I would like to quote from Meghaduta, of course. And Yaksha, when he describes about his wife to the Megha, how she will be when you see her, when you go to Alakanagari. In the Uttara Megha, very beautiful verse comes, verse number 24 in Kale's edition. Nunam tasyah prabala rudito chuna netram priyayaha nishvasanam ashishirataya bhinna varnadharoshtham. Bhinna varna, here again vivaranikrita, same concept. Here it is describing Dushyanta's virahavastha, and there it is describing Yakshapatni's virahavastha. Nishvasanam ashishirataya bhinna varnadharoshtham hastanyastam, again the same simile, on same imageries have been used, and therefore I am tempted to quote the entire verse. Hastanyastam mukhamasakala vyakti lambalakatvad indor dainyam tvadanusarana aklishtakante bibharti. This is a very beautiful verse. Basically, the Yakshapatni is like a moon. Very, very beautiful. But when the moon gets covered by the clouds, Tvad Anusarana Klishtakanti, then Dainyam Bibharati. Okay, when the Purna Chandra also, when it gets covered by the rain-bearing clouds, the dark clouds, the entire orb of the moon, the entire goal, the Sampurnatva is not seen and only part of it is seen. Dainyam Bibharati. Similarly here now, though she is like a Purna Chandra, now Dainyam Bibharati. And what is his condition? The first three lines describe it. Nunam tasyaha prabala ruditaihi. Prabala rudita. She is incessantly crying, weeping. And therefore, uchchuna netram. The eyes are swollen. Uchchuna netram priyayaha. And nishvasanam. Every now and then, deep sighs she is heaving. Nishvasanam. And the nishvasa are also ashishira. The same words used. Ashishira. Nishvasanam ashishirataya bhinna varna adharoshtham. And here, not vivarna mani kritam, but her adharoshta has lost its rosiness, that rosy color, that pinkish color. So, bhinna varna adharoshtham. Okay, uchchuna netram, bhinna varna adharoshtham. And hastanyastam, again she is also trying to sleep. Okay, she is not getting the sleep at night. Hastanyastam, and therefore her mukha is not seen by you fully. Asakala vyakti. When you go to Alaka and see her, how you can see her? So Yaksha is visualizing in his absence how that Yaksha Patni is spending her time. There are beautiful so many verses. One of these verses, like she is sitting like this, her head in her two, what you can say, knees, like this. पाय वरती घेऊन बसली आहे, गुडघ्यात डोकं घालून बसली आहे. लंबालकत्वात, because of her long hair, her face is covered. And therefore, you won't be able to see her fully, the beauty of her face. The dark clouds covering the full moon, the dark hair of Priya covering the full moon-like face of Yakshapatni. What beautiful similes. Everything, is like one-to-one corresponding is there. Purnopama, one-to-one correspondence. The Sadharana Dharma and everything, So very beautiful. And interestingly, this is the 24th verse, okay? Ashishirataya, he is saying, Ashishirataya. In the earlier verse, he explains Yakshapatni to the cloud as Jatam manye shishiramathitam padminim vanya rupam. I feel that she must have lost her original charm and is withered now as the Kamala, Padmini, the lotus creeper, gets mathita by Shishira. So, Shishira mathitam padminim va anyavarnam anyarupam iti aham manye. So, the first verse mentions Shishira, the next verse mentions ashishirataya bhinna varna dharoshtham. That is the beauty of Kalidasa's language. The more you see, this never occurred to me while I was teaching Meghaduta. But now while I'm reading this, I thought, oh, what a good combination here. In the earlier verse, it is Shishira, but the simile is different. Shishira, it will weather out the lotuses because it is too cold. And therefore, Padmini would become Anyarupa. But the same Shishira, if it is lost, it becomes Ashishira, then that would fade out her Adharoshta, Bhinna Varna Adharoshta. The entire form like a Kamalini gets weathered out and faded by Shishira, but her Adharoshta gets decolored because of Ashishirataya. Okay, so very beautiful verses like this. Meghaduta. So, Satyamitham bhutaha evasmi tathahi idam ashishiraihi shishiraihi antastapad vivarna manikritam nishi bhujanyasta apanga prasaribhihi ashrubhihi anabhilulita jaghatankam muhuhu manibandhanat kanaka valayam srastam maya pratisaryate. So what Priyambada has observed, Prajagara Krishaha eteshu divaseshu sarajarshihi lakshate satyam aha Priyambada. Priyambada is yet thinking, Nibhritam iti chintayitavyam, but Shighram yatha kartavyam tat sukaram, she said. Now what is that sukaropaya? Vichintya, hala. Suddenly an idea flashes. Hala, Madanalekhosya kriyatam. Madanalekha, love letter. Prema patra. Madanalekha asya kriyatam. Tam sumano gopitam kritva deva prasadasya apadeshena tasya haste prapayishyami. And how Nibhrita, secretly it should be done, I shall take care. She owns all the responsibility, Priyambada, to help her Sakhi to the utmost, of her capacities. She is ready to do anything. So she says, Madana Lekhaha asyaha kriyatam. Asya kriyatam. For him, for Rajarshi, we shall ask her to write a Madana Lekha. And how to reach that Madana Lekha, the Prema Patra to the king, I will take care. Sumano gopitam kritva, I will conceal it with some flowers, and Deva prasadasya apadeshena, under the pretext of giving the prasada of puja, it will be all covered with flowers and all. Underneath I will keep that later, and tasya hastam prapayishyami. Anasuya, she doesn't think, it is all Priyambada who thinks, but Anasuya supports her solution and she says, Rochate me sukumaraha prayoga. Rochate me, I like this. And this is a very delicate solution. Kim va Shakuntala bhanati? But what is Shakuntala's opinion? The Sakhis are thinking for her what she should do. But they should consider her opinion as well. Shakuntala, Kim niyoga vam vikalpyate? How can, there can be any other vikalpa when you are doing it, right? So, when you arrange something for me, when you find out a solution for me, can I have any more option in that? You think the best of me. See the trust which she has in her friends. That is what a mitra is. Dadati pratigrinnati, guhyam akhyati prichhati, bhungte bhojayate chaiva, shadvidham mitra lakshanam. Right? So that is what mitra is. And this is guhyam akhyati and prichhati. This is what has been doing here. The Sakhis have been doing here. They are asking her the guhya and she is telling them her secret. Right? So, kim niyogo vam vikalpyate? Tenahi atmanaha upanyasa purvam chintayatavat kimapi lalita padabandham. Then you think of some very graceful, charming composition. Lalita padabandham, bandhanam. Upanyasa purvam chintaya. And upanyasa purvam, that is, you have to do your upanyasa, your introduction first. Who is writing that later? Now, normally we have, in the right side of the corner, as we studied in the school, right side of the corner should have your address. Then you write the address of the person whom you are addressing to and all that. So, all these, maina, lihna, vagare, So, all these are the prerequisites, right? And these are the preliminaries of writing a letter. So, upanyasa purvakam chintayatavat. So, upanyasa is okay. I am Shakuntala, Kanvaduhita and all that, whatever she wants to write. But then, Chimapi Lalita Padabandhanam Chintaya. But how to express your feelings towards him, you have to think a little bit on that. Hala Chintayami. Chintayami aham. Okay, I will think. So, that's a very nice upaya. Shakuntala also approves it and she gets little excited. Oh, love letter, writing a love letter. After Rukmini, I think this is the second letter, right? Rukmini wrote the first letter in the history of Sanskrit literature to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and then Shakuntala is writing. Avadhirana bhirukam punaha vepate me hridayam. But, avadhirana bhirukam. But I am afraid that I will be disregarded or neglected even if I write a letter to him. If the king doesn't have that feeling for me, what will happen? So I will get rebuked, criticized. Oh, this ashramagal, how dare she write this thing to me and all, So she is apprehensive. What will happen? Avadhirana. She may be, she is afraid of the repulse or retort, Avadhirana bhirukam vepate me hridayam. So my heart trembles at this very thought. I'm very eager to write a letter, but my heart trembles, apprehending something might happen which is not favorable. Raja saharsham. Raja saharsham. Ayam sate tishtati sangamotsukaha vishankase bhiru yato vadhiranam labhetava prarthayita navashriyam shriya durapaha kathamipsito bhavet. I think we'll stop here. This verse and 2 more verses and we come to the end of the second act. No. 2 more lectures are required. Okay. Then let us complete this. There are still 10 minutes. Ayam sate tishtati sangamotsukaha. He is very happy to see that Shakuntala is going to write a love letter to him, and very joyfully, very happily he remarks, Ayam sate tishtati sangamotsukaha. Here I stand in front of you, very eager to get united with you. Vishankase bhiru yataha avadhiranam. From where you are apprehending some repulse or retort, here is the person who is all eager to embrace you. Vishankase bhiru yato vadhiranam labhetava prarthayita navashriyam shriya durapaha kathamipsito bhavet. These 2 lines are very good. Prarthayita shriyam labheta nava labheta. Now this Navaratri is going on. The first 3 days are over. Today is the 4th day. So it is like Mahasaraswati, Mahalakshmi and Mahakali, the 3 days if we divide. So if you ask Mahalakshmi something, Prarthayita, you are the Yachaka. You are the seeker. You ask. You may not get Shriyam. She should be pleased with you. It is only Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya, when he praised Mata Lakshmi, Angam Hare Pulakitam, then she showered the Suvarna Malaka and the Kanakadhara Stotra, But not everyone. Even if you recite Mahalakshmi Ashtaka every day, Trikala you recite, you may not get Shri, the wealth. But if Shri herself wants something, is it difficult for her to get? I am a Prarthayita, okay? And Shakuntala is like a Shri, Lakshmi to me. If I seek her hand in marriage, she may not agree for that. But if she wants that, will I be that unfortunate person who will say no to her? Shriya durapaha, Shriya ipsitaha, katham durapaha bhave. If Shri herself wants that I want to come to this fellow, I want to bless Mansaram, then would Mansaram say, no, I don't want you, Lakshmi, please go away? No, right? So, Shriya durapaha katham ipsito bhave. Ipsita, aptum ichchitaha. So, this is a Sannanta form of apa, to obtain, right? Ipsita. So, if Shri wants to obtain something or somebody, she wants to rest with somebody, will that wretched fellow say, no, go away, I don't want you? Right? And therefore, Shakuntala is likened to Shri, Lakshmi herself, and Dushyanta is Prarthayita. If Prarthayita asks something, labheta na va labheta Shriyam. He may not get Shri. Every seeker does not get what he wants. But if the person who is the giver, Varada, Abhayada, if she wants to bless somebody, will it be so difficult for her? No, right? So here is Shakuntala, who wants Dushyanta to get united. Dushyanta is waiting for that moment, and therefore he says, Yataha avadhiranam vishankase saha atra tishtati te sangamotsukaha. And therefore he says, that I am here in person. Of course, he doesn't reveal himself now, he goes at a later stage, but then I am here, so ready, so eager to embrace you and get united with you, because ultimately, if I ask something, I may or I may not get, but if you ask something, you are sure to get. So she is on a higher plane and Dushyanta is on a lower plane. That is what Dushyanta and Shakuntala's relation here is revealed. Normally, we have, even in the 21st century, the Purusha on the higher plane and the Stree on the lower plane, right? But that is not so, at least in the Kalidasa's literature. Ai, Atmagunavamaniನಿ ಕ ಇದಾನಿಂ ಶರೀರ ನಿರ್ವಾಪಯಿತ್ರಿಂ ಶಾರದೀಂ ಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸ್ನಾಂ ಪಟಾಂತೇನ ವಾರಯತಿ. Very beautiful, The Sakhis also, she says, no, avadhirana bhirukam punaha vepate me hridayam. I am ready to write a letter, but I am just apprehensive if he doesn't approve of my request. And therefore they say, who will be that unfortunate person, who would do that? This is as good as, Sharira nirvapayitrim sharadim jyotsnam patantena varayati. If Sharadi Jyotsna, it is the moonlit night. The moonlight in the Sharada Purnima, in the Sharadritu, autumnal moonlight, that is very, very soothing. Autumnal moonlight, Kojagari Purnima, right? Ashwina Purnima. So this autumnal moonlight, does any wretched fellow would try to ward off that with the Vastra? Because that is the Purnima. He is a Himanshu. Chandra is Himanshu. He has the cooling rays, and especially in the autumn, the Purna Chandra comes closer to the earth and he showers all his medicinal cooling rays on us, and we just bathe ourselves in the autumnal moonlit night, right? So who will be that Mandabhagi who would try to ward off that Jyotsna by covering his face with patanta, with the tip of his clothes? So here you are like a cooling Jyotsna. Oh Shakuntala, Svaguna, Atmaguna Avamanini. Why are you disregarding and underestimating your own qualities, your own virtues? Atmaguna Avamanini. You are underestimating and disregarding your own qualities and your own virtues. They are as cooling to that Prajagara Krisha Rajarshi as a Jyotsna to the Tapta person, right? So she is compared here to Jyotsna, and that is Sharadi Jyotsna. Saka idanim sharira nirvapayitrim. One, that Jyotsna is capable of extinguishing all the heat of the body. Sharadi Jyotsna, which is capable of warding off the bodily heat. No person would be so wretched and so unfortunate as to not allow it to fall on his body, right? And therefore, Kaidanim Sharira Nirvapayitrim Sharadim Jyotsnam Patantena Varayati. So don't try to underestimate yourself. You need not fear of the Avadhirana from the king. He will be waiting for this pehli pehel, tumhari or se. So he will be just waiting for you to take the initiative. Shakuntala Sasmitam Niyojita Idanim Asmi. Now I am thinking, what to write, how to write, what should be the words, how should be the syntax, and what this is the proper word or no, I should replace it with some other word. So like that she would think and think, rethink, and then she will write the letter. So she is Niyojita Idanim Asmi. I am engaged now. Chintayatavad Lalita Padabandhanam, right? So she is thinking, iti upavishta chintayati. And that Chintana Shilata, Chintana Magna posture of Shakuntala, Dushyanta can't resist describing. And that is again a very beautiful verse. Sthane khalu vismrita nimeshena chakshusha priyam avalokayami. How fortunate I am that I got this opportunity to look at my Priya, a nimesha, without even winking my eyes. Animeshena or Vismrita Nimeshana. I've forgotten to wink my eyes. I'm looking at her like this. No, not winking at all. Vismrita, as if my eyes have forgotten winking. Vismrita Nimeshena Chakshusha Priyam Avalokayami. And again, a very beautiful verse there. Unnamitam कं भ्रूलतम् आननम् अस्याः पदानि रचयन्त्याः कण्टकितेन प्रथयति मयि अनुरागं कपोलेन. So there is a description of her. Unnamitam kam bhrulatam ananam asyaha. Her anana is unnamitam, is little raised up, like just she is thinking. And padani rachayantyaha, she is thinking of the pada, okay. Unnamitam bhrulatam, and she is thinking with eyebrows also going up in deep thinking. Maybe she just thinking now. She doesn't have a pen and a paper. Now she will ask for that. Yeah, I have thought of the pada, but on what to write? What is the adhisthana? Then the Nalini Patra would come and all that, right? So she just now thinking, oh, what should be the padabandha, like this. So raising her eyebrows, unnamitam, like this. And then kantakitena, and while thinking of that, she is as if, visualizing, she is getting united with me. She is embracing me, and therefore she has got that goosebumps. So kantakitena kapolena mai anuragam prathayati. And she exhibits her love towards me because her kapola also gets kantakita. Her entire body gets the goosebumps, the romancha. While she is thinking, she is getting goosebumps, and that reflects her love for me. Hala, chintitam maya Gita Vastu. Yes, I have thought of the Gita Vastu. Asannihitani punaha lekhana sadhanani. But lekhana sadhana, there is nothing here, no talapatra, no burjapatra, no shalaka, no lekhani, nothing. Na punaha lekhana sadhanani sannihitani. Priyambada says, etasmin shukodara sukumare nalini patre nakhaihi nikshipta varanam kuru. Shukodara sukumare nalini patre. So here you take the lotus leaf, the nalini patra, which is as tender, sukumara, as delicate as the body of the parrot. Shukodara, the chest, the breast, the chest of the shuka, the parrot. It is as soft as that. And so that is the adhisthana, the lipyasana. But what is the lekhani? Nakhaihi nikshipta varanam kuru. So you can carve. We don't have a shalaka here, but you can do your nakha, So she must have the manicured nails, Shakuntala, very, pointed, and therefore she can write the letter with nakhaihi nikshipta varanam kuru. So varana here is the letter. Varana is not color. Otherwise, it was Varna Vivarani Krita Mani, that was Varna was color. Here, Varna is Varnamala, the Akshara. So, Nikshipta Aksharam Kuru or Nakhaihi Nikshipta Varanam Kuru. And we'll see the later next time. Shakuntala Yathoktam Rupayitva Halashrunutamidhanim Sangatartham Nava Iti. Now, she does that, okay? She writes that later and all that. And she wants to read it aloud to her friends. And Shrunutamidhanim, you listen to this. Sangatartham nava. Is it appropriate or no? We'll see it next time. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.